Okay, so
AI coding.
it's everywhere you look these days.
Yeah,
It feels like every day there's some crazy new thing AI can do.
it's moving so fast.
Like it's writing code now,
I know, it's,
building
yeah,
websites.
and it's wild.
It's wild.
Right.
Like, is there anything it can't do?
Yeah. Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Right.
I think what's got people talking is how quickly these tools.
Like GitHub Copilot
Yes.
have gone from like a novelty
Right.
to something developers are actually using like day to day.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
But also a little bit like,
Uh-oh.
uh-oh,
Yeah.
is my job safe?
Right.
So,
That's what we're diving into today.
absolutely.
I've got articles, research all of it
Yeah.
to figure out what's hype and what's reality.
Yeah.
When it comes to AI and like the future of programming, I think a good place to start is remembering that programming isn't just about spitting out code.
It's about like problem solving.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
finding elegant solutions and often dealing with humans
Really?
and those unpredictable users.
So you're saying AI might be able to write the code?
But can it understand what it's building?
That's the question.
Like, can it get what a user actually needs?
Or what a business is trying to achieve.
Yeah, we actually have this one article.
And there's this case study
Right.
about an AI tool designed to generate marketing copy.
Okay.
And it could write grammatically correct text.
Even somewhat persuasive stuff.
Okay.
But it missed the mark on some key things,
Like what?
like the brand's tone of voice and some cultural references,
So it's like the AI could write a sentence.
but it didn't get the joke.
Exactly. It's like it was missing the human touch.
Okay.
And that's where programmers come in.
We get the nuances
Right.
of language design.
The emotional impact we want our software to have.
That makes sense.
Well-
There are definitely parts of programming that just feel like a grind.
Oh, tell me about it.
All those repetitive tasks.
Debugging nightmares.
Ugh. Yeah,
Surely AI can help us out there, right?
absolutely.
And this is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
So think about those tedious tasks.
Like writing unit tests.
Right.
Essential, but
Yeah.
so time-consuming. AI can automate a lot of that.
Really?
Yeah.
So instead of spending hours manually writing tests.
And AI could generate a base set.
Exactly.
And then the developers could focus on the more complex cases.
Yes.
The ones that actually require a human brain.
Ex-
That's amazing.
It frees up programmers to focus on the more creative stuff.
The strategic aspects.
Okay, so I see where you're going with this.
It's not about AI replacing programmers.
It's about giving programmers a set of power tools
Yeah,
to amplify their skills.
that's a great way to put it.
So AI isn't the carpenter.
It's the power saw,
Okay.
the nail gun,
Yeah,
the tools that make the carpenter even better.
precisely.
I like it.
And just like a carpenter needs to know how to use those tools,
Right.
developers need to develop the skills.
To work with AI, understand its limitations, and use it responsibly.
Speaking of limitations,
We've got to talk about the data itself.
AI is only as good as the information it's trained on, right?
You're hitting on a crucial point.
One study we have found that AI models trained on public code.
We're more likely to generate code with security vulnerabilities.
Wait, really?
So if an AI learns from code that already has flaws,
it might end up repeating those flaws.
unfortunately, yes. It's all about the data it's fed.
Okay, teaching someone to cook
Okay.
using only recipes with way too much salt,
Okay. That's a scary thought for someone who loves to eat.
right?
So how do we make sure the AI is learning from the culinary masters, so to speak?
That's where human expertise is key.
We need experienced developers to curate the data.
Okay,
People who get best practices in security.
right.
They're like the quality control.
Making sure that AI is learning from the best code.
So it's not just about having massive data sets.
It's about having the right data,
Exactly.
carefully chosen by humans.
And even then, we need to be careful. Testing and monitoring the AI-generated code.
Right, because, as we said, AI can do amazing things.
But it doesn't have human intuition.
Or understanding of context.
Yeah, and that's crucial.
Super crucial.
We actually came across this example
Okay.
in a research paper we looked at.
It was about an AI system trained to generate code for self-driving cars
Okay.
and in a simulation.
It worked flawlessly.
Oh, no.
This doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it had some hiccups in the real world.
Like what?
It couldn't recognize a construction worker waving a stop sign.
Because he wasn't holding it the right way.
Wow.
So even though it had seen countless stop signs...
The AI was thrown off in the real world.
Exactly.
It's a great example of how AI struggles with those situations.
That humans can navigate with common sense.
Okay, that's fascinating and terrifying at the same time,
I know, right?
especially with self-driving cars.
Yeah,
But it proves that we're not ready to hand over the reins to AI.
absolutely.
So where do we go from here?
If AI isn't replacing programmers,
Right.
how is it going to change the job?
That's the million-dollar question.
I mean, it feels like everything's changing so fast.
It's hard to know what to focus on,
It is a time of change.
but also of opportunity.
Okay.
One thing is clear, the role of the programmer is changing.
So less about writing every line of code from scratch.
And more about working with AI.
Yeah.
Like it's a collaborator. A
Exactly.
tool to enhance our skills.
We're seeing a demand for developers who can use AI tools.
Like those code-generating assistants we talked about,
Right.
to streamline workflows and work on bigger projects.
So those who can adapt,
Mm-hmm.
learn new tools, and work with AI.
Those are the ones who are going to make it.
Absolutely.
It's like other professions that have been transformed by tech,
Give me an example.
like architects.
Okay.
They don't hand-draw blueprints anymore.
Right. They use software.
Yeah, but that doesn't make their expertise less valuable.
If anything, it allows them to do even more.
That's a great point.
It's about using these advancements to push the boundaries.
Precisely.
I like it.
And that's what's so exciting about this.
It's a whole new wave of creativity in software development.
I'm with you on that.
This isn't a time to panic for programmers.
It's a time to get curious.
Explore the new tools and embrace the AI-powered future.
You know, it's funny. We started this deep dive wondering if AI was going to take our jobs.
Right.
And now I'm like, what if it actually makes programming more fun?
I think it can.
Really?
Think about it.
When you get rid of the boring stuff?
Yeah.
The tedious, repetitive tasks?
All that stuff that makes you just want to bang your head against the keyboard.
Exactly.
It frees up your mind
Yeah, okay.
to actually be creative,
Right.
to solve problems in elegant ways.
To have those aha moments.
I like the way you think.
But could AI actually change how we think about programming?
That's interesting.
You know, one of the articles actually talks about AI augmented cognition.
What is that?
So it's like AI tools.
Becoming extensions of our own minds, helping us be more creative.
So instead of AI just following instructions.
It's more like a thought partner.
Yeah.
Helping us see things we might have missed.
Exactly.
Wow.
Imagine brainstorming a new app. But instead of just a whiteboard.
You're talking to the AI.
Okay.
It's visualizing your ideas.
Suggesting different approaches.
Even building prototypes on the fly.
That sounds insane.
It's the future.
So if that's where we're headed,
What skills should programmers be learning?
it's going to be less about technical skills.
Okay.
Like memorizing syntax.
Or mastering one specific language.
Got it.
And more about things like problem solving.
Systems thinking, user empathy.
So less code monkey.
More like a creative architect.
Exactly.
Using AI as a design partner.
The programmers who will thrive,
Are the ones who can think big picture.
communicate their vision, and adapt quickly.
It's like a whole new era for programming.
Where creativity and human ingenuity
Are amplified by AI.
I like that.
A renaissance of programming.
That's a great way to put it.
And the best part is,
We're just getting started.
so much more to explore and discover.
Exactly.
Well, this has been amazing.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
And until next time, keep exploring, keep coding.
And keep questioning.